What's up? My name is John, and this is Cinema Saturday. Today, I have a review for Babygirl, starring Nicole Kidman and Harris Dickinson. Nicole Kidman is a CEO of a tech company, and the tech company is on the rise. They're very successful, and she is a very successful woman. However, she is unsatisfied in her personal life. She has a family. She has two daughters and a husband. One daughter is very rude to her. The other one, I just kind of goes along with whatever's happening, so she doesn't really help the situation. And then in her marriage, she's unsatisfied sexually because her husband is very vanilla in bed. And so one day, she sees one of the interns, Harris Dickinson, control a dog that was on the loose. And I think that maybe got her thinking. They start talking. They kind of develop this weird relationship. And they start doing things. And of course, hijinks ensue. This is a hard rated R. There is sex, there's some nudity, cussing, the whole 9 yards. But I will say that the sex scenes aren't filmed for the sake of having a sex scene. I don't know if you've seen Honora, but Honora was a dancer slash sex worker. So I think it was important in that movie to show her doing her job. However, here we only need to know that they're having a sexual relationship, but we don't actually need to see it. However, we do see how they kind of get into their little role play because Nicole Kidman's character likes to be controlled, or she likes to be told what to do. That's part of her little kink that her husband won't do because he said he feels like a villain. But she finds this guy, and so we get to see them interact in that way. I appreciate that this movie is not just like straight porn, right? It's not porn. There is some nudity, but it's artistic, and we don't really see too much. I don't think we see any full frontal nudity. We see we see Nicole Kidman bare chest, but that's about it. And pretty much, we don't really ever get to just like, they're not just like filming her bare chest. She's very like, she's kind of covered up. She has an arm over or something. So it's a lot of side boob. There's maybe like literally 10 seconds in the whole movie out of this 2 hour long movie where you saw a nipple. So it's not really that much of like a smut film, if you will. All the sex scenes, like of them, like, the past time to show that they're having sex, they're all done in montages. So we just kind of get the picture. They just like, you get the picture. We don't have to show you the full thing. You just know that they're doing it and they're doing it this way. With all that being said, obviously, you should not go see this movie with your parents. In fact, I'm single, so I was a single dude, and I saw the movie, and I think there are like 2 or 3 other couples in the movie with me, and I would say you don't want to go see this with a couple. I think if you're single, go see it by yourself. Maybe if you have some single friends, you can go see it with them. But if you're single, you do not want a third wheel on this movie. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a warning now. Don't do it. I think it may be slightly awkward unless you have a really, really, really good relationship with said couple. But even so, I think it was a little awkward. So I'm just warning you, okay? That's just a warning. But overall, I think all parties will have a good time. I just be careful with who you go see this movie with. All right, let's talk about Nicole Kidman. She's fantastic. We love her. She's great. I would say this is probably and just like me being an adult, the first time I've seen Nicole Kidman in a movie in the cinemas. Because, I go to AMC theaters, and she is basically like the spokesperson for AMC. Because every time, before every movie, they play like this intro where she's talking about how great the movie theater is and how great the experience is. After seeing the movie, I'm like, Nicole Kidman, I'll never see you the same again. I've seen too much of you to see you the same again. So the only thing I really know about Nicole Kidman is that, I've seen her rap on SNL that she does. Fantastic. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I've really seen Nicole Kidman in any movies as an adult. I have to catch up on some of her greatest hits, I guess, because she's fantastic in this movie. She brings nuance to the character. She gives the character stakes. There are stakes in the story. Her acting is fantastic. She's just great, overall great. And I see why she's like nominated for some awards. And let's also give a shout out to Harris Dickinson, who holds his own against Nicole Kidman, which I can see on set could be a little intimidating because she's such a great actress. But he really holds his own, and in their scenes together, he really does kind of take charge like he's supposed to. When they're acting, they're really playing off each other, and it's not just Nicole Kidman, giving him a lot and him not giving her anything. I think he was able to give her a lot to work with to make the scenes very good. Another thing I liked about Harris Dickinson is that he made the character seem like a normal dude. Like deep down inside, you can see that maybe there's a nice guy in there. However, even though they're really much having an affair because she's married, you can see that, he wants to, he doesn't mind this playing around they're doing, but, he isn't some creep. He isn't some bad boy that's, on the prowl or anything like that. And so I think he was able to really humanize this person and, show that he's a normal dude. And I like that. I'm glad he wasn't like some weird dude, some control obsessive dude. Because in the movie, early on when they first start, you see that maybe he's not really down to do this whole like tell you what to do type of fantasy. But he gets into it, they start having fun. But yeah, I like that he was able to ground that character a lot. And luckily the movie has a pretty banging soundtrack as well. The composer, who I did not look up, maybe I'll put his name up, did some weird things, did something different than that you see in other movies. There wasn't just noise in the background. It wasn't just, dramatic strings that rise when the tension rises. It was different. It was like heavy breathing with EDM and dubstep that really solidified the tone and the atmosphere of the movie. So kudos to you. And I might have to go check out some of the songs because I did find myself kind of bopping a little bit to some of the music. So good job. I like the soundtrack a lot. So there are lots of aspects of this movie to enjoy. In the end, when all is said and done, no spoilers, I do think we also get a satisfying conclusion to this story. So there is a good story here from beginning to end, and it's a good movie overall. Good acting, good soundtrack, good production values. Everything's good about this movie. It's almost, dare I say, great. It's a great movie. It's definitely one that you want to. I kind of want to talk about this movie with other people. But I think it's kind of hard to try to bring up Babygirl in a casual setting and with people who haven't seen it. And then so maybe, this movie will get couples talking about how they want to spice up their sex life at home. Who wants to be vanilla all the time, right? We're doing missionary every time. Come on, guys. Grow up. Spice it up. Throw a mask on or something. I don't know. Handcuff someone to a bed. look at feet. I don't know. I give this movie a 8.5 out of 10. It's pretty good. It's very good. I don't know if I can give it a 9 out of 10. It's not like it was almost perfect, but this one thing, or it was 10 out of 10, great, perfect movie. I think for me personally, maybe things could have been a little better. I don't know what could have been better, but I did have a good experience. I did have a fun time overall, and I think at some point you should go catch Babygirl, if not in theaters, when it comes out on streaming, just not with your parents. Or, don't third wheel to a couple and try to watch this movie. That's a bad idea. I'm telling you it's a bad idea. So those are all my thoughts on Babygirl. My name is John. Thank you for watching Cinema Saturday, and as always, have a good one.